I want to thank everyone for being here, but we ain't doing no regular toast. I come before you humbly, but for a minute let me brag and boast about the greatest woman ever created sitting here before you. So get your glasses ready and pay close attention, because I promise this speech will not bore you. Lots of inside material in this, so feel free to record and ask me later. But I promise her it will be nothing inappropriate, and I know better than to debate her. The fateful day was July 20th, 2021. My life was in chaos, and it seemed like an eternity since I smiled or had fun. The Cubs season was in ruins, and there was nothing to excite us. Plus, I just got released from the hospital with diverticulitis. While in great pain and laid up in bed, I saw a text from a blonde stranger on my Facebook message thread. The message was thorough, well thought out, and extremely sweet. I could tell she researched me and was interested in a chance to meet. There was one big issue though, and it would take some major persuasion. Because although she was absolutely beautiful, Matt Thornton ain't never courted a Caucasian. 2 days passed by, still in pain and still in bed. And to this very day, she reminds anyone with ears that I left her first messages unread. But thank the Lord, she sent a second message that was witty, sweet, and clever. That's when I looked her up on TikTok, and that moment changed my life forever. She did this dance dressed in blue with a huge smile on her face. That very second, I knew that this was the woman I had to chase. And I had to repent on a racially profile, and luckily she forgave me. She ain't into country music, Donald Trump, or roller derby. And this woman certainly is no Amy. No, she was much different, and to my complete surprise, could outdance anyone in the neighborhood and hypnotize me with those perfect blue eyes. So I messaged her back as fast as I could so we could meet up for a date. It's crazy to look back and see that today will be our fate. That day I pulled up to her house looking fresh and sat outside waiting. Little did I know she would wind sprint through my car door like she was Walter Payton. I said, girl, I want to open it for you, but you jumped in the car too fast. She laughed and said, boy, you should have moved faster. And there's one time I'll give you a pass. From the second we backed out of her driveway, I knew that we would be together. I knew I hadn't wasted my time by completely cleaning my car for the first time ever. I'll never forget that night, the first time we ever kissed. But of course I couldn't breathe, so she had to wait for me to spray my Afrin-ness. True story. We connected like best friends on that first date, so perfect and pristine, that I had no choice, and on my way home I had to set up my COVID vaccine. See, I never confirmed or denied whether I had the shot, to be exact. So she cannot say I deceived her, like that Green Bay quarterback. From the moment we met, the laughs have never slowed. From pimp suits to tattoos of chickens to Cabbage Patch dances and rental cars on the road. We've been inseparable since the second we met on that beautiful night. She even overlooked the only lie I've ever told her. 5'8" is not my actual height. I mean, this woman has it all, from a banging body to a perfect smile that could melt concrete, to the way she walks with a purpose, and with beyond a shadow of a doubt, the world's most beautiful feet. Wow. She put this spell on me, y'all, got me doing things that used to make me wince. Watching these chick flicks and TV shows that would no doubt have me shunned by my hero, Jay Prince. I'm a well-trained caveman now. I know what a mimosa is, and it's eating salad. I've even been taught when to shut my big mouth and say, I apologize. I know your feelings are valid. my goodness, the songs I know now. Yes, I'm now thinking out loud that we found love in a hopeless place because I'll give you all of me. My sincerest apologies to Bun B and Willie D. And I know you're rolling over in your grave, Pimp C. Over the years, I've been hated and had death threats, but I'm unafraid because I know the Lord ain't having it. But the one thing I am terrified of is having to answer to her crew, a.k.a. the cabinet. The way we drive each other crazy is like two little kids, and it never ever stops. From her touching my butt, which she knows I hate, to me interrupting her days with videos of Ric Flair flops. Her tender loving heart is unmatched to such a degree. The first time I told her about Tyree, she was crying as hard as me. And when she first met my MLB crew and treated them all so good, to the time she bought water balloons for my Hebron kids and blessed the whole neighborhood. And the way she treats my babies is beyond anything I could ever asked. She taught me so much about parenting and not spoiling, which we all know seems like an impossible task. Our tradition is 3 taps on the hand and never watch 90 Day Alone. And every single sunrise, I wake up and read "Good Morning, Babe" on my cell phone. Don't get me wrong, it's not all smiles and Hallmark cards. Neither one of us was born in a manger. If me and Jamie are ever late to a function, we both know that our safety is in danger. I've been scolded and cussed at for turning down the hallway heater and chased out of corporate golf outings for wearing my beloved wife beater. We've established boundaries for Matt's big mouth that always has something to say. And when she says the word avocado, he immediately shuts it before there's hell to pay. 99.9% of the issues are my childish shenanigans, and I'll admit to this. But nothing makes me smile faster than when she gives me that smirk and says, "Matt, you're ridiculous." Aww. At the end of the day, we always make up and try to never go to bed mad. She truly has the sweetest soul that any human has ever had. When she hurts, I hurt. And I'll have her back for life. Who would have thought that a simple Facebook message would eventually make us husband and wife? Aww. And who cares about our past mistakes and people who got something to say? We got 6 rings like the ultimate winners, Michael and Scotty, at the end of the day. We've heard so many haters and fake rumors for so long, we don't even listen no more. Our bond will remain undefeated like Mayweather, in case anyone's keeping score. Dear scoffers, we forgive you, but take a seat and pray you don't get a sliver in your backside. As far as for me and my household, we're all about grace, in case you ever make a mistake or backslide. Our love has already weathered horrendous storms and demonic attacks that were unmistakable, but we battled them together, and with the help of King Jesus, we've proven our love is unbreakable. Her brilliance and ability to support and understand my life makes me the luckiest man who ever breathed, and now I can say you're my wife. Extremely special shout out and thanks to Mr. and Mrs. K for giving birth to the most gorgeous, brilliant, loving woman in the history of God's green earth. Everyone who's hearing this, you're forever family to us. You're seeing what indestructible love is right in front of you. This silly poem is just a plus. So raise your glasses high, or from the top of my lungs I say that I love you infinity, my BFF, until my very last breath. My bride, Mrs. Tenille Renee.